My name is Emma Wambui Gisheha. I am the outgoing Director, Welfare and Rights within the State Department for Diaspora Affairs under the Ministry of Foreign and Diaspora Affairs. I would say I joined the State Department for Diaspora Affairs in the year 2023, that is around September. And at the same time, I was given the responsibility of running one of the 4 divisions, that is the Welfare and Rights Division, which I have been steering under the guidance of the Principal Secretary, Ms. Roslyn Kathure Njogu. And it's now been around 3 years. And what I would say about the Welfare and Rights Division is that being among the 4 divisions within the State Department, we are entrusted with championing the welfare and rights of Kenyans living in the diaspora, and also promoting their interests within the jurisdictions where they are working, studying, or even just living, or whatever else they might be doing there. And in a nutshell, I would say what entails working as the Director, Welfare and Rights Division. It is one of the most critical divisions within the ministry or within the State Department, because it is forms the protective layer of the Kenyan diaspora. And therefore, in welfare, we work. We used to operate like it's like the army or the warriors. So our work entails ensuring that the Kenyans living in the diaspora are taken care of, in the sense that in times of need, the government of Kenya through the State Department shows up for them. We are able to take care of their issues. We are able to take care of their concerns. And this entails issues like handling Kenyans who are distressed, maybe in the places of employment. Others could be, they are going through critical illnesses, admitted in the hospitals. Sometimes we lose our Kenyans living in the diaspora. Sometimes in the countries or within the jurisdictions where they are living, there could be conflict, political conflict, there could be natural disasters. And that falls within our ambit to ensure that they are not stranded. We provide them with necessary services, with necessary assistance. For those who want to be repatriated, we are able to bring them back home. In times of crisis, we evacuate them and bring them home safely in collaboration with our various missions abroad. So that is the responsibility of the Director, Welfare and Rights, to coordinate with the various missions guided by the evacuation committee that is steered by the Principal Secretary. And we are able to bring our people back home safely, and those who will not be evacuated, we are able to provide safe spaces for them until probably the conflict or the problem is is de-escalated. Collaborating with other government agencies has also made our work very easy. We work very closely, for example, with the Ministry of Labor, and more specifically, the welfare team works very closely with the State Department for Children's Services and the Counter-Trafficking in Persons department or secretariat, because sometimes we find ourselves in the middle of repatriating Kenyans who have been, trafficked in various destinations, and the CTIP, together with other state departments, our security agencies at the airport, and in other establishments, we have been working very closely, and this has made our work very easy. So when I took over the State Department, there was a lot of firefighting that we were doing, because initially there were no systems where Kenyans would be able to run and get this kind of assistance, because we had a very small department within the Ministry of Foreign Affairs that was not adequate to be able to handle the, the big numbers of Kenyans who are in distress outside there. And so the creation of the State Department really came in handy. And after the firefighting, I think we have now been able to come up with proper systems, preventive systems that, provide Kenyans with information, because most of the people who find themselves in distress, we have been able to identify one of the challenges is the information gap. Kenyans migrate to other countries without any information on how they, on how they should be able to live, cohesively, or be able to survive or to live comfortably in other countries. And therefore we have introduced sensitization campaigns and awareness, creating awareness in various forums. We carry it out in our TVETs, maybe town hall meetings, to just disseminate information, even to to migrant workers who are planning to migrate to new countries. We have been providing them with information, so that with the information they are able to protect themselves. They know their rights. They know how to behave in particular places. They know the laws of the country where they are migrating to. They have the expectation of the kind of weather, the kind of cuisines they are going to find on the ground. And this has really improved the situation. I can say that the cases we receive today are now minimal, very minimal as compared to when the State Department was created. And this has been achieved through sensitization programs. Kenyans are now armed with proper information. We identified another need was the various channels of communication. How are Kenyans reaching out to the ministry seeking for assistance? The State Department has created a 24-hour call center that is domiciled within the Welfare and Rights Division. The call center is open 24 hours. This was necessitated by the different time zones. Because our diaspora are spread all over the globe, and therefore they can reach to us wherever they are, whatever the hour. And our call center number is 020-787-6000. So any Kenyan who wants to reach out to us through the call center, they can call that number. We have also established a mobile number that is reachable on WhatsApp. And so any Kenyan can just leave a message, whatever hour, and when we read the message, we are able to reach out to them. Our email address is also very active, and we are able to receive a lot of emails on a daily basis. Kenyans, their family members, or anybody can report any kind of distress, any kind of need to us directly through our email. And our email is usually consular@diaspora.go.ke. The moment a diasporian or a Kenyan sends that email, we are able to reach out to them and attend to them accordingly. I would say it has been a learning curve for me. There is still much more to be done. There is still much more to be done in order to to develop more strong systems that will be able to to provide adequate assistance to our Kenyan diaspora, because the diaspora is growing. The Kenyan diaspora is growing on a daily basis. We are seeing a lot of migration, especially for employment, and therefore we are expecting that the numbers are going to rise, and the more the numbers rise, the more the needs arise and therefore the department also require adequate resources to be able to meet the needs of all these Kenyans who require the services. Before I sign off, there is one program that has been very critical to the diaspora, and it has really brought a lot of relief to many Kenyans outside there who did not have the relevant government documents. We called it the Mobile Consular Services. That is one of the main programs that was introduced in the initial stages after identifying that very many Kenyans did not know where to look for assistance. Some of them have had expired passports. Others had gotten children. They did not know where to get the birth certificates. Others needed to renew or to replace their IDs. Their children have grown. They do not have the Kenyan ID. And therefore, the State Department came up with the mobile consular services, where we work in collaboration with our Kenya missions abroad, and we are able to take these services to the farthest places where probably the mission could not be able to go. And this has really been one of the greatest achievements. And to date, we can proudly say that we have been able to reach almost 16,000 Kenyans and provided them with these services at their doorsteps. And it keeps on growing, and I believe that we will continue improving on the same, even as we identify more needs and more services that need to go to the Kenyans in the diaspora. As I conclude, I cannot conclude without paying my tribute or appreciation to the various people who have played a very great role in making who I am, in supporting my work as the Director of Welfare and Rights. And this first goes to my Principal Secretary for entrusting me with a very heavy and sensitive docket. Your confidence in me that I could handle the Welfare and Rights Division, I do not take it for granted. I did not know where to start, but you held my hand, you guided me all along, you have been very supportive, and I do really appreciate for the far that we have come and the achievements that we have been able to achieve with your support. My Balozi, Ambassador Helen, that is my immediate supervisor, she has been a critical support to my work, always guiding me, always being there to hold my hand, to guide me and to direct me on how to handle some of the critical issues that I would escalate to her, and her availability always whenever I needed her, and providing solution and guidance. I appreciate Balozi for holding my hand. I cannot end this without thanking my team in the Welfare and Rights Division, who have been very supportive, working as a team. Without them, they have been doing the heavy lifting, because they are the ones who interact on a daily basis with the work that we do, handling our walk-in clients, handling all the emails, handling all the phone calls, and being able to provide answers and solutions to clients who come, who are distraught. They are carrying different emotions because of probably their diaspora are facing some challenges outside the country. And this team has really done a great job. I really thank them, and without them, the welfare team, we wouldn't be where we are. So I am very much grateful. And to conclude, I want to thank everybody within the State Department for Diaspora Affairs, all support that I have received, even from the support units. Whenever we are in need of any facilitation, they have always been there to facilitate us, and so I thank you very much. Other divisions, my fellow directors, I am very grateful for your support and for working together as a team to see the success of the State Department for Diaspora Affairs, and to see the diaspora, the Kenyan diaspora, supported in the most efficient and effective way. I thank you very much, and as I proceed to my posting to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia in our embassy, I will continue carrying on with the welfare work that I was doing, because I think that is one of the countries where most of our work has usually come from, and therefore I am looking forward to continue dispensing my services to Kenyans living in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and any other work that I will be assigned within our embassy. Therefore, I am very much grateful. God bless you. God bless Kenya. Thank you.